This is a tutorial for beginners in Revit. Currently now we are starting the Revit software. Revit 2021 is a combination of Revit architecture and Revit MEP. It's all combined into one software. Previous version you may have a Revit architecture or Revit MEP software. So now this is the display window where you can see the models and families. Models are also called the projects, where we have created all our drawing files. We name it as models, and families are group objects that we frequently use, such as equipments and plumbing fixtures that later on we can insert into the project. So in AutoCAD it is called blocks or W blocks, and while the project is the drawing. So let's set to the model. Here we're going to open up and let's use the default metric, which is architectural based. If you select the default mechanical default, it will give you most of the families that is already loaded into the template. Mostly is for the mechanical part, while the architectural has very less families uploaded into the template. If you want to set a different units using interiors, you can use the browse, select the browse button. In here you can see that we are already in the library for the templates. You can go back, and then here you can see that there are other templates, which is the imperial, English imperials, where you can use different units such as inch, pounds, and foot. We'll go back to the previous one, so let's go and select the mechanical default metric. Before we open that, here on the bottom part there is also a create new project. For the you can open project or project template, but later on you can also, it will be saved as a project. So let's select it as a project. Click OK. Now that we have selected the architectural files, you will be directed into this display. Oh, sorry, let's close this one. We have selected the mechanical template. You see that this is the architectural template. Here you can see that it's in the project browser. On the right side is a project browser window. This displays the floor plans, ceiling plans, elevation, legend sheets, families, etc. Here you can see the difference between the mechanical and the architectural plans is you will have a mechanical system here as its main folder. Then it will be grouped based on the system settings. Let's say mechanical, plumbing, fire protections, or electrical system. So this is the project browser, which shows you the floor level. It will on the initial opening, it will only give you 2 floor levels. If you need to create more levels later, you can create it, but in the original template it will only show 2 levels, which is level 1 and level 2, and the site plan. Here is the property box where you can change all the properties from this floor plans. Let's say if you select this level 2, this one will be the properties dialog box for level 2 floor plan. If you want to select level 1, this one will be selected as level 1 floor plan. Here you can change the view scale, display model, visibility graphics, discipline, all those properties which is related to the current selected floor plans or object. Now to practice here, we can use the architectural structural steel. This is the ribbon tab, and this is the command or tools that we can use. In the architectural files, there are a lot of tools. First is the wall. Here you have, if you open and drag this down, you can see there are types of wall. The first is the wall architecture. If you are architectural base, you can select first and use wall architecture as your first object to draw in Revit. Here we also have doors, windows, component, columns, floor. So let's say we want to create for level 1 a 4x4 meter room. So let's create wall. Here you will ask the base constraint is level 1. We're drawing on level 1, so we'll maintain level 1. Base offset, we are not offsetting anything. The wall will be sitting on level 1. And the height unconnected is, let's say, we want it to be set up to level 2. So the floor to floor default settings for level 1 and level 2 is 4 meters. If you want to change that, you can also go to the east. Here you can click the level, then you can change it to 5 meters if you want to increase the floor level. Then let's select that too. If you go to level 1 and see the default on level 1, it will show level 1 5 meters. So let's go back to level 1 and draw our first wall. Here you can select anywhere. Select let's say 10 meter. Let's create a square first. Select another wall. Then select another wall. Select point. You can just highlight it and it will be symmetrically in length. Then close the wall. So now you have 4 sides of the wall. If you go to this home default 3D view, you can see that you have created your first object, which is stuff with 4 sides and with a 4 wall. Now we're going to throw a slab or floor slab into this room. So let's select the floor architecture. Here again, you are asked if you have any offset. First, you can select the thickness of the floor and the type of floor. Here there are a lot of selections. We'll maintain the generic 150. Based on head height offset, we're maintaining at 0 and level is level. So then you can create either you can select a rectangle or select these peak walls. We're going to use the peak walls. Now it will ask you if it's internal wall or external wall. So we're going to flip it. So it means the floor slab will start from the external wall into the other side, which is the external wall. Select the 4 side and then click the checkbox to finish editing. Click OK. So now if you go to the 3D view, you can see that there is a floor slab created below. So this is the floor and these are the 4 corners or 4 walls that you have created. Now we're going to create the roof level or roof for this room. For simplicity, let's just create a simple. Here you need to go to the roof tool, select roof by roof footprint. It will ask you want to create at the lowest level, which is level 2, which is yes. Now you can either create a rectangular line from here. Same thing with the floor slab, you can select a rectangular point and enclose it and then go to the next insertion point or close loop of the roof boundary. Here it will ask you to lock this in place, so just click lock it, means it cannot be moved. So later you cannot accidentally move. Click the check button. When you set to the 3D, you will see that we have created the roof for this room and have completely enclosed this room with a floor slab and a roof cover. So that is how to start your familiarization with drawing in Revit. I will create another video to continue with this tutorial. Thank you.